Alright, advance to our 19th episode of FKO and Sweaty's ridiculously awesome show that needs to be seen by the millions and millions. Got a few interesting things to talk about today, but first I'd like to get into my new hairdo I got rocking here. Pretty awesome. I went to the haircut place all by myself and talked to them in Japanese all by myself. Scheduled an appointment all by myself.
Scheduled an appointment?
Yeah. Came back and then got my haircut, but he did. I didn't do it by myself. So I was pretty excited about that. Got a haircut finally. It's been like 4 months. November, December, January, February. Yeah. Almost 5 months since I last had a haircut. Because the last time I got a haircut was like the day before we went to go see Shining Fields.
Shining Fields, Shining Fields. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like it, or I just was kind of intimidated to speak Japanese.
Can't believe you did all of that by yourself.
Yeah. Pretty much just didn't care. I was tired of taking like 20 minutes to wash my hair every day. Because it's a lot more hair than it looks whenever it's grown out, like it was yesterday. Like my bangs are always like up here, but I can pull it down like to my lip.
It was cool when it was really long.
Yeah, but it's not anymore. So
I was kind of hoping you will continue to grow your hair out and look like The Undertaker.
yeah, it's not a very business classy look though, really.
Yeah.
I kind of get judged a lot around here as it is because I'm the only American guy here. So it's better to not look like The Undertaker.
Yeah, that is true. Good point, good point. Okay, so what do we have to talk about today?
I know for a fact that we have 2 events coming up that are going to be put on the website this week. So we can talk about those. We can talk about our 3rd installment of our e-zine series that's going to be coming up this week. And anything else?
We'll see. Well, the first thing that I would like to talk about today is the logo contest for the new website. Well, wait, we can't do Genius Phone?
No, we cannot do Genius Phone. We looked it up online previously and it wasn't taken. And then whenever we went to go pay for the domain name, it was taken. And it's not like a website, but somebody bought the domain name just to get people to bid for it. So they'd have to like drive up the price and people could go into bidding more like on eBay or something like that. But those auctions for the names can take like months. Some people said they've been waiting years.
Really?
Yeah. There were stories of people who'd been like waiting for years for a domain name. So
They're pretty patient. I guess they don't want to sell anything.
yeah.
If they did, they couldn't wait for a year. Okay, well, do we have any alternative name for our website?
What's funny is whenever I found that out, I kind of like lost hope in Genius Phone and started thinking of other names. And I thought of one, and I even started like designing logos for it just to see what it looked like. And then the next day, we hadn't even talked about this at all. And the next day he came in and he's like, hey, how about 10 Sci-Phone? I was like, what? Because that's what I was designing logos for. And we didn't even talk about it.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Tensai in Japanese means genius. I call myself Tensai all the time. And what's cool about it, it's spelled Tensai, So if you go Tensai phone, it's like Tensai iPhone. Get it? Tensai iPhone.
Yeah.
We didn't mean that, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
It's pretty easy to remember too. But before we enter the logo contest, we have to get the domain.
Yeah.
Because we gotta let the fans know that whatever they're designing is the actual thing. You know, we can't have them design like an awesome looking logo and you open up the box, it's like, hey, we have a different name. They can't be like, you know, well, that wouldn't be very cool.
No.
So, as soon as we actually get the domain this time, we will announce the logo contest, which will be held at Strapya-World?
Yes, and Facebook.
And Facebook, okay. So we are officially going to do it, but we just have to make sure the name is official as well. So as soon as we get that, we're gonna go ahead and start the event, and we're planning on having the event going for quite some time.
Yeah.
So that's what we are going to do. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I want like serious entries too. I don't want just people who like to draw and doodle and stuff like that. Which that's cool. You're definitely welcome to enter that as well. But we want some like see what kind of like skills you guys have, because I want to see some awesome logos.
Yeah, that'll be cool if we couldn't pick the one we want because we have so many options. But if that happens, we can have like a tournament. We can even have our fans vote for the logo that they like out of the ones we like the most. But in order for us to do that, we have to have a lot of entries. So we'll let everybody know, even if you do not watch this show, we will let you know.
Yeah.
And the second thing that I would like to talk about is we have a brand new lineup of products called Second Skin. And it's pretty much a smartphone case. It's printed, like cool designs, all that stuff, made individually by hand. Not like, I don't think they draw it, but it's like they make them individually. So it takes about 4 weeks, but we have like 400, 500 designs per phone.
Yeah.
So for iPhone 4S and iPhone 4, that alone we have like 1,000 of them. And we also have one for Galaxy S2. Do we have one for Xperia?
Yeah, I think so. And there's also some for iPod.
iPod, that's right, iPod Touch.
Oh, Touch, yeah.
That's really cool. We have a lot of new cases. But the problem is, you know, there are a lot of smartphones out in the world that do not exist in Japan. And if my guess is correct, most of you do not live in Japan. So that's not fair for a lot of people. For example, if you had a BlackBerry, you couldn't come to Strapya-World or Tensai Phone or Amazon to buy the product that you might be looking for. That's not fair. So I have decided that we are also going to have a little contest. Not really a contest, but we are going to ask you to email us the type of smartphone that you will like, the case for the type of smartphone that you would like us to have, and we're gonna get like top 5 to 10 phones, cases for those phones sold at Strapya-World and Tensai Phone and Amazon. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. I'm getting lost as I talk. But it's like a little, all you gotta do is email us and let us know what kind of stuff for what smartphone you would like to have. And if a lot of people voted for the same phone, let's just say 100 people email us saying we want BlackBerry this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a case for that particular smartphone, and we are going to start selling those cases after we design them and everything. So that'll be pretty cool. That will definitely help Tensai Phone more than maybe for Strapya-World.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Pretty excited about that. So we can kind of branch out and away from the iPhone a little bit, kind of expand our line of smartphone goods that we carry, because we don't have a variety at Strapya-World yet.
I know, but that's how big iPhones are.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's a fact. But still, there are just as many people who carry other smartphones. And, you know, that would be good if we had other phone products. So that's what we are going to do.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, Strapya-World is getting renewed, remodeled. And once we get that done, we're going to have like a renewal sale too.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be pretty cool. But the one thing I want you guys to understand, like right now, if you go to Strapya-World, it's under maintenance right now. It's not working. When that is happening, just understand what we're doing is we are renewing our website. So please be patient for the next couple weeks at most. And we will have the greatest Strapya-World ever in a couple of weeks at the longest. So that'll be really cool once that gets going.
Yeah, literally. The greatest.
But Tensai phone is going to be even better than the renewed Strapya-World. Am I even supposed to say that? That's like favoring which children you like the most, you know? That's like, if I have 3 kids, that's like me like, hey, kid number 1, I like kid number 2 better than you.
And kid number 2 is not even born.
Yeah, and kid number 2 is better than you.
Well,
the problem, like, the one thing I realized about internet, online stores is really depends on what country you're from.
yeah.
For example, if you live in Japan, Rakuten is by far the biggest platform marketplace in Japan for internet business. And it just happens like most of the stores in Rakuten looked like the way Strapya-World looks right now. So in Japan, that was like the basic website. And then you go to Korea, it's completely different. And then you go to America, it's completely different. So it really depends on like who started what,
Yeah.
you know. And for Tensai phone, we are trying to go towards the American looking website or European, I don't know, anywhere besides Japan pretty much, because it really shows like the country's characteristics too. You know, Japan's like really small, everything is packed, but you have everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Japanese try to show you everything in one thing, whether it's like really a bunch of tiny pictures or not, as opposed to like showing like the main things and trying to lead the customers through those products. You know, it's a different strategy, good or bad. So Strapya-World will still be like, I don't know, it might still look Japanese after we renew it.
I think it will, but it will also be a lot simpler, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna look really organized.
I think it'll look a lot more like Strapya Korea.
Yeah, and Tensai phone is gonna look more like, I don't know, it's gonna look really cool. It's not gonna look anything like any of the Strapya sites, that's for sure.
No.
And that's what we're trying to do. So it's gonna be very, very cool. Very cool. Really, I'm really, really pumped about it.
Yeah, we received the first like rough design tomorrow, actually.
I know.
Well, hopefully tomorrow. Should be tomorrow.
You know what might be a good idea? Make like a page of how we made Tensai phone. Like, kind of like a journal thing. Like, day one,
yeah.
here's a wireframe of new website, check it out. Bam.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'll be pretty cool. Just letting our customers know where we are. So, that might be a cool idea.
A little scrapbook or a diary or something like that, kind of, but not really at all.
Yeah, because I would love to know like how Nike made their website and stuff.
Right. And when we're like way bigger than Nike, I mean,
People would be like, oh, that's how they made it.
yeah.
It will be significant.
The one thing I couldn't figure out, well, I couldn't find anything for, was like, I was thinking about Nike, and I was thinking about their what's it called? Swoosh, the Nike swoosh. And I was looking for some kind of like a symbol that represents genius as well. And obviously, since it's going to be hopefully Tensai now, we could use the Japanese like kanji for Tensai. But not everybody knows what that is. But no, I guess not everybody knows what a swoosh is. Point is, I'd like to find some kind of cool symbol to go along with it.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not designers.
No,
We're not very artistic.
not at all.
But some of you might be. Hopefully you guys can even design our logo as well. I mean, not logo, but like a symbol as well.
Right.
That would be really cool. But looking forward to that one. That's for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
We have our third version, installment, episode, whatever, what would you call it?
I guess an episode.
Third,
A chapter.
third chapter of our easing series. Next week, or this week, this week is Cuteness Explosion.
Ooh.
And I feel a lot less manly now that I just said that. So, Saya will probably come up with something awesome for that. Because cuteness is kind of, she loves our cute stuff on Strapya-World. So, I think it'll be a pretty good one. I think she had a little trouble finding all the weird stuff last week. Just kind of got away from it a little bit. I think this week's will be really good.
Yeah, she knew a lot about Japanese characters.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this sentimental circus? She'd be like, this is that. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's getting launched on Wednesday.
Okay.
So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'll be really, really cool. She's been doing a very good job making easings and stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying her easings. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. That'll be really cool. Continuing to work on making a bunch of new concepts right now. And it's not always easy, tell you that. It's really hard to make something new while you're operating something that's already there.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. It's been a lot of, anytime you're doing anything new, especially for a new website, I mean, you haven't done it ever. And when you're trying to make something that doesn't even exist in the company, you don't even have like an example to follow, you know? So we're making like our own legacy.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It is pretty cool. I never really thought of it that way. So I guess we can wrap up the 19th episode.
Oh yeah, one more thing, sorry.
Whoa.
Been getting a lot of comments on our YouTube for our videos, like, hey, where's the password? Or where's the code? Hey, you guys forgot to put in the code. No, we didn't. I must respectfully disagree with you. We do put the password, not the password, the code, the sales code, for all of our episodes. You just have to watch closely. You know, he does a really good job just like putting in the code and not making it too obvious, you know. And that's because we want you guys to actually watch the show closely. So, it's in there.
It's in there.
It's in there, man.
Totally.
So, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to clear up. You know, you're not lying.
Yeah. And don't email me to ask me because I'll just send you the link to the video.
Well, I mean, it's in there.
Yeah, it's
You
there.
know? It's in
And
there.
that's the point of putting it in there, so you can watch it, and it's kind of a fun little thing to do. I'm not trying to be rude, even though I guess that is kind of rude.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
We give you the map, you find it. So.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess we gotta get back to work now.
Yep, we do.
Well, that wraps up the 19th episode of FKO and Sweaty's ridiculously awesome show that needs to be seen by the millions.